So our whole note, that's what we're going to start with, has this symbol. I'll write it a little closer here. And basically what a whole note does is we play it for a duration of 4 beats. So whole note is that symbol. And if you want to think about it in terms of time, we're going to go a little more over time signature in another video, but for sake of your understanding, this is typically the time it would occupy in a 4/4 time signature. So that 4 on the top, that's the number of beats, so it lasts for 4 beats. So that's what a whole note is. If I were to write it out here, either on a line or in a space, that's what it would look like. So as an example of timing, we're just going to keep with one whole note for the moment. I would play this note. If I snap to keep the time, I'm going to hold it down. So I've held it down for 4 counts, 4 beats. The next one is going to be a half note. And that one looks like it's going to be another open note head with a stem. So as a little more anatomy here, let me redraw that so it's a little clearer. This part here, that's called the note head. And then when they have this stick here, that is called the stem. So that's what a half note looks like. You might also see it written like this, which we'll get into that in more detail later. So that's what a half note is. Now this one is 2 beats rather than 4 beats. So it is half the length of the whole note. So if a whole note that's 4 beats, half note is 2 beats. So you could also say that one whole note equals 2 half beats. I'll put the beats here so it's a little clearer to see. Alright, so one whole equals 2 half notes. And how I would write that, we're going to separate this into bars and make that a 4/4 time signature just so we can understand a little better. Write it up here in case that 4/4 is hard to see. So we're going to do this whole thing in 4/4 time. This is our first bar. One whole note takes up the whole thing. Now I'm going to write 2 half notes, and that is going to take up another entire bar. Each one is going to have 4 beats. So if I were to play this with a beat, so you'll notice every 2 beats, I'm now playing a note. Now we're going to quarter notes. Those look like half notes, but they are closed or filled in. Alright, so that's what they look like. They are each 1 beat long. So you can see there's kind of this progression. 4, we divide that in 2, we get a half note. We divide that one into 2, we get a quarter note. So you could also think of it as 1 whole note equals 2 half notes, which equals 4 quarter notes. Alright, so now for quarter notes, each one is going to be 1 beat long. So if we want to fill out that bar completely to match the time signature, we're going to need to put 4 bars or 4 notes there. So if I were to play that one with a beat, the quarter note, it would be like this. So on every beat, I'm playing a note. And that's it. That's pretty much what you need to know on a basic level for whole notes, half notes, and quarter notes. And I hope this was a helpful video for you.